Hello, my people, and welcome to AllanaPratt.com world, especially this wonderful man from the UK. I'm a 39-year-old male who has never really had a break with women. In fact, the last girlfriend I had was when I was 23. I've come to the conclusion that it's just not meant to be after my lack of any relationship took me down a path of a suicide attempt and a complete breakdown back in 2012. I got counseling for this in 2013, and I've been getting by ever since on my own, but it still hurts me nearly every day. I'm worried that it might drive me back to how I felt in 2012, and having seen some of your videos, you give some really good advice. Thank you. Can you please give me some advice and pointers on how I might alter my approach to understanding that I won't meet anyone, and I just have to deal with that, so that I might come to terms with the situation? Most people tell me that it'll eventually happen, but it's now been 16 years that I've been single, and I would just rather learn to come to terms with it. Thank you. Oh, my sweet. Oh, my sweet. First, I am so grateful that there is this thing called YouTube, and I'm all the way in California, and you're all the way in the UK, and we are connected. So that is so cool. Second, I am so sorry for how low and dark things got, and I honor you for going to therapy and getting a handle on things. Other people's opinions, it can be a lot. You know, all that energy coming in at you, you know, do this, do that, or you'll find somebody, or you should, all that kind of stuff. So I think you've probably seen some other videos, but let's just start here. Everybody's energy that's coming at you, their thoughts, their opinions, their judgments, their projections, their all that kind of stuff. Just remember that you're in charge of your energy, okay? And that you just say, hey, all that stuff that's coming towards me, thank you so much. Not really to the person you say this, but to the energy. Return to sender with a blessing of consciousness. And you do it over and over and over until you feel a little lighter. Because nobody, including me, feels good when we're getting inundated with all these other people's opinions. We can't even hear ourselves. Number 2, I want you to sign up for, if you haven't already, allanapratt.com/soul-shaking. It's not starting until December, but the whole month of November is going to be a 30-day soul shaking challenge. And it's going to be a private Facebook community, totally complimentary. And I'm going to be giving you little love nuggets and little challenges every day that's going to lead us into a 4-video series, you know, with Conscious Relationship Week, okay? And the second video in this will be the most profound for you, and it's about little you. So you're asking, like, how do I come to terms with this? 2 things. 1, I invite you not to go into conclusion that I'll never find somebody and I just have to come to terms with it, nor like be attached that I have to find somebody in order to be enough. Like, let's just have no attachments, no conclusions, and let's just be. Let's just be, okay? Very, very difficult to do when we're not connected to ourself, the present moment, grounded here, okay? Very hard to do when we're spinning in our head, trying to get rid of other people's opinions, trying to resist this and be attached to this. It's very, very difficult to stay grounded, okay? So I'm gonna explain all this to you in the 4-part video series. I want you to be in the 30-day challenge so that you're in the community of everybody going through this together, getting all revved up for it. And so in video 2, I'm going to explain about little you. In fact, I just did a podcast this morning, and it was profound how quickly I can go in there and find that place where you're in resistance to self, where you're rejecting self, where you're judging self, where you're avoiding self, where you're trying to control self. Okay, it's hard enough on the outside. Let all that go. It's time to go inside. Intimacy expert. Into me I see. Go inside and go, hey buddy, how's it going? Kind of sucks everybody telling you what to do. Kind of exhausting trying to resist this and be attached to this. Hey, sorry it's been a long time since I've been with you. I've been sort of trying to control outside circumstances to feel happy and feel better, when all along, maybe all I ever needed to do was just be best friends with you. Please forgive me. Would it be okay if we get to know each other again until we come into that place of oneness together, even if it takes eternity? Because that's how much I love you. One says to self, yeah? So this is how you come to terms with it. You find peace on the inside, home on the inside, safety on the inside, appreciation of exactly who you are and who you aren't on the inside. This is exactly what I teach. And after the 4-part video series, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm gonna be totally straight about it. There's a 9-week course that fucking rocks. Creates miracles with everybody. It's gonna be the 3rd round that I'm teaching it, okay? Sign up. go through this with me. It will be the most amazing homecoming and freedom of being, hopefully, that you've ever experienced. And I will have your back every step of the way. All right? I love you with all my heart, and thank you so much for your question. Mwah.